The Cauldron of Curiosities would like to welcome the merry month of May. We're exploring the hedgerows of Cornwall and looking at how these trees and plants can help with self-care and intertwine a weaving of stories, poems and songs that resonate with where we live. Meet the tree malva. This is a mallow plant, and see the leaves here. These can be used as a poultice according to one of the herb pages. You see in there we've also got some visiting bees taking some pollen, and if I get close here you can see the single stamen. It's got like silver pollen around it. Isn't that beautiful? Some of the flowers are still bud-like, waiting to open. The young leaves are said to help with kidneys, and the larger leaves, as I mentioned, are poultice that can be used for tired feet. And this tree mallow is found on the coastal path, which might be really helpful if you are doing the coastal path and you need to sort out your sore feet. So what are the chances of you finding one? Well, I didn't expect to see one of these here in Cornwall because this plant, I recognise the leaves as being mallow, but as this is quite tree-like, it's actually a Mediterranean plant. You see Mr. Bumblebee is absolutely covering himself up there, wasn't he? That's quite funny. But yeah, this is what you're looking for. If you're doing the coastal path, you might want to find a bit of tree mallow to help. I love capturing bees doing their work. There's another one at the top. You see, beautiful. And the temperature's just right for the bees to be out. The colour of him. Sorry. Amazing. Yeah, hopping around. I wonder what that pollen looks like in their hive. Ooh, look at all of those ones. Sorry, am I in your way? That is gorgeous. You see how they're gathering? Yep.
I've often wondered what they are.
Just looking inside, because you can see other insects in there that are making use of this plant's properties. So there you go. I will have a look and see if I can find any stories related to the tree mallow. Can you see? Here is another tree mallow. It says that, like the standard mallow, tree mallow has mucilaginous properties. That means it can soothe irritated mucosa in the body. So some people use mucilaginous plants to help with cough syrups and serums that they might make. So there we go. And have a look at those. Now you might want to think, what else could you do with this plant? So a myth is, and this is where it ties into your self-care, is you could take one of these leaves and place it under your pillow to help with any budding romances. And that comes from the Mediterranean, where these plants originated from. Having a little bit of research into this, it does suggest that the reason these are appearing in the Cornish hedgerows is because they got loose from a tropical garden that was set up in this country. So it did originally come from the Mediterranean. So you may find them in some other places. Do let me know if you see any of these beautiful purple plants with their 5 green sections. They look like petals, but they're petal shaped, aren't they? Can you see that? I apologise for the jabbing movement of the phone. It's because I have Bumblebee attached to my arm, and he obviously can see something happening that I can't, and he's wanting to go and have a look as usual. It may be a butterfly, but have a look at the stem of this plant, which is possibly where it gets the tree name from. There's bumblebees looking at whatever's been happening down there with the 3-cornered leeks. There's plenty of those here at the moment. So have a look. By that one, you can see there's lots of cleavers. We have some Spanish bluebells there and some ordinary mallow. And then there's some hogweed, which is growing in the back. So there's quite an array of things poking around. And now, what do you think that is at the back? It could be a curry plant, or it could be Artemisia. You see it? Interesting. Sadly, I can't actually climb in there. There's a lot of stuff and brambles. And as you know, Artemisia is something that you may have growing in your garden, not normally found in the Cornish hedgerows.